Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Football Exponential podcast. I'm Chika, and I'm joined by Frank.
Hi, Chika. How you doing? And welcome back to our listeners. It's good to have you guys join us on this episode of the show.
Yeah, it's been a boring weekend with the international break, but
Yeah,
at least this week was one of the best international week I've had
hey, no, it's
emotionally.
emotionally okay. It's like this week. It's how many times can you have the same arguments? Lampard, Gerrard scores. Who was better? This one, who was better? It's just like the what's it called? The football world has been quiet. But there's a big game this weekend for
Yeah,
our country, Nigeria, that we can talk about, and we'll
yeah,
see.
yeah. If you're watching us, and you like what we're doing, smash that like button, follow us, and drop your comments, and then share. Quickly, Frank, let's talk about Estêvão, the
Estevão.
Brazilian wonder kid. Yesterday, is it yesterday? I think yesterday or day before yesterday, he scored a good goal against Senegal,
Yeah.
and then it was four starts for him for Brazil. We all know Brazil, like Brazil is a big country.
Well,
Brazil.
well, is it like these days?
It,
Because like
no,
that.
I don't care about these days. I grew up; they were the most revered national team in the. You had Brazil, Argentina, and then Germany, France, because Germany, France, I wouldn't really say Italy. Italy wasn't really that because they were tournaments. Italy was more of a tournament team. They didn't really have, they had Baggio, but they didn't light it up. It was like an old experience side all through the years. So it wasn't like France, Germany. You got excited about those teams, Argentina, Brazil.
Yeah.
Um, it was four starts, four goals for him, and in the Premier League this season, he's had four starts in the Premier League, six substitute appearances. He scored one goal and assisted one, and he's not even 19 yet; he's 18 years. For statistically, for our viewers, his first career 100 games for club and country has recorded 31 goals and 16 assists, most of them coming in the Brazilian league, and that is big. That is big for an 18-year-old. Frank, what do you have to say about him?
It's. I think I will start with the origin because a few years ago when Chelsea were linked with him, like this Brazilian wonder kid for about, I think it was about 50 million pounds then. Like it was a big amount of money then. And like because again, I don't know about other people. Like I don't watch the Brazilian league. So when you see those comps on YouTube, you see the hype building. Like okay, there's so much hype. But at the same time, just like, what, let's just wait. Let's just wait. And I got to watch him like properly at the Club World Cup. And like, what? Yeah, it's got something special. It's good. It's good. Then he played against Chelsea
Yeah.
and he scored that fantastic goal. Then I think that from there, he's just again. I know he's been doing it in the Brazilian league, but since then he's just taken off. He's
Mm.
been. It's just the heights is reached. The love he's already got from Chelsea fans. It's again. I don't think I can't remember. There are very few players that have gotten this fan admiration so quick in that Chelsea career. There are very few. I think Eden Hazard is obviously one, but I think he's
Men, they're extremely few. You're right.
it's few,
Drogba didn't get
like
that. Drogba didn't get
no,
that.
it's like Lampard. They didn't get it
No,
from
but
like
Torres had it from day one, even though he wasn't playing well.
yeah
The fans
no
were excited to have Torres.
yeah no, I think the fans were more excited about the player Torres because we've seen him in the Premier League. But
Yeah,
Esteban,
yeah,
for
yeah.
a player that is that's so unknown, and they've just seen like just little like you talked about his stats. It's just flashes. It's just in flashes, but the flashes are so good. Like it's
Yeah.
so good. It's and when you now take it to when you look at the international scene, you talk about Brazil. I think this is not the best bunch of Brazilian players, but I
Mm-hmm.
think Estevão could be the one shining light heading into this World Cup. I think without a doubt he starts for Brazil at the
Yeah,
World Cup
I had
without
to
a
check
doubt.
their lineup, and I
It's
felt
it's not
he's going
like
to start.
I don't care what Rafinha is doing. I don't Vinny. Like, I think like Ancelotti is like and luckily he has a manager like Ancelotti or a coach like Ancelotti who's like okay, I'll let you do it. Just what, you're good enough. Okay, you go do it. And again, I think four international goals in four starts is very is commendable. And but with him, it's the variety of goals he's scoring at this early age.
With his right foot, which is his weaker foot, and
Like it's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
like you see, like it's like he has he takes pens. He scored the penalty for Chelsea in Champions League, but he also has that poacher instinct at the back posts, like we saw with the goal against Liverpool and the few other goals for the Brazilian national team. But I think for Brazilian football, I think since Neymar left or since Neymar stepped out of the fray, they've lacked that spark in that team. I know Vinicius is Vinicius, but I don't think Vinicius is your archetype Brazilian player. It's not.
Yeah.
It's very. Vinicius is more like. It's more like our Congolese or Afcon dribblers, where it's just freestyle, just pace, power, freestyle. But again, but I think Estêvão, like, he's a truly outrageous talent. But at the same time, and this is where I know a lot of Chelsea fans will disagree with this, but I think we need to also be calm as well. Like, you can't, because if this guy is so good, you want him playing football for the next 10, 15 years. We've seen so many wonder kids come to this afternoon. I was watching old videos of Alexander Pato from Brazil and AC Milan striker, and when he burst on the scene, he was electric. But his light died out quite quickly because, again, the injuries started coming, and he never recovered from those first injuries. So I think with Estêvão, it's always important that we should just be very careful not to, because again, the kid is 18. But there's also that temptation where he's that good. I just want him on the pitch. And like, having said what I've said, whenever I don't see him on lineup, I'm a bit. I look forward to the 60th minute.
Yeah, when he's going to come on.
I look forward to that 60th minute, 65, when, okay, he's going to come on. And when he comes on, the way the ball gravitates, it's not like the good players, they have this where, okay, even strikers, even attacking players, like the ball always drops for them. It's not luck, it's not chance. They have that magnetic energy around them. And with him, I think he's one of those good players. And
let me bust your head. Let me give you some statistics from his Premier League. Do you know Estêvão has made the second most touches in the opposition box per 90 in the Premier League this season, second only to Noni Madueke. Noni has made the most touches in the opposition box, second to Noni, and his 9.2 touches per 90. Noni Madueke's touch is 10.0, and Estêvão has played 340 minutes. Do you know Estêvão has the best? Estêvão's expected assists per 90 is 0.47. Expected assists per 90. He has created 0.79 big chances per 90. These are big, huge numbers. Then in Chelsea, he's the deadliest Chelsea attacking player. He has the best dribbles completed per 90 in Chelsea, 9.26. The best, number one. He has completed the most dribbles. The first one was attempted, 3.37 completed per 90. He has the best expected assists, 0.7 expected assists per 90, the best in Chelsea. He has created the most chances in Chelsea, 1.85 chances in Chelsea. That's number one. He has recorded the most shots in Chelsea per 90, 2.91 per 90. He has the highest touches in the opposition box for Chelsea, 9.26 for Chelsea. Then there are other two aspects where he's the second most, but I didn't write those ones down. Only Saka has averaged 0.3 or more for both expected goals and expected assists for 90 minutes in the Premier League. Apart from
again, I think the stats do the eye tests massive, just because when you watch it, you can see it. You see it. All these stats, statistical metrics you mentioned. If you watch the games, you see him. You see him trying to get shot. You see him taking on players. You see him trying to create. And it's just, I think so far it's been beautiful to watch. And also, I'll say,
and he's still learning. He's just too young. You could tell.
He's still a kid. Like, but again, with him, he has this. And I think the moment where I just not understood, but like, because I just bonded with the player was his first Premier League start against West Ham. Because Palmer was meant to start that game, but Palmer got taken out last minute in the warm-up. So it's about start, and this is your first Premier League game, London derby, away at West Ham. Again, I know West Ham they've been off this season, but it's still for an 18-year-old making his first start in Premier League. It's a big moment for him. but the look he had on his face, he was smiling.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
he had this joy that he couldn't wait to get on the pitch. And when he got on the pitch, like so, like even the goal we consider, he tried this flick, he lost the ball, then he went on to score that goal they did. But like that didn't stop him, because when he got the ball again, he tried another flick. He came off and he started bubbling. But I think, but with him, I think it's great. It's great.
He's
And I
still
also
young
feel,
though, and they should bed him gradually.
yeah,
Like I don't expect him to start lots of because I remember two of my favorite players. The end of their career wasn't really interesting. Rooney and Fabregas, like it wasn't. I remember Van Persie again, although he
yeah,
was injured. But you don't want players at the age of 30 to get burnt out and all those things. You don't really want that. So he needs to be gradually, but at the same time, he needs
yes,
freedom. He needs a manager who
yeah,
trusts him. And I think on the national team side, he has the best manager anybody can think about. Because if you
yeah.
have, I was listening to John Terry, his podcast with John Obi Mikel. That wasn't in the studio. That was
No,
out.
it was like I think it was a live show they
Yeah, it
had.
was a live show. We're talking about Ancelotti and how he was so close to the players. He used to have red wine with them. I'm like, damn. So you could see that with his relationship with them. And I think it's also Maresca is not. I don't really think Maresca is the kind of manager that burdens you with so much tactical. I'm not saying he shouldn't be tactical, but sometimes you have to let them
Yeah,
do the job. So I'm happy for him. And then uh, and I've asked you this question. I'll continue to ask you. Like, I didn't watch him in the Brazilian league, but the highlights I watched, it was so impressive. But I was like, I didn't want to get carried away because, especially the Brazilian league,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
but with what he has done in England at the same time, in a matter, especially World Cup Championship, that game against Chelsea, he took it up to Chelsea. I'm
yeah,
asking myself, I would have expected lots of teams to really have maybe they went more behind closed doors, but I would have
but
even added 10 million euros to
yeah,
whatever Chelsea have paid because he was worth every bit. Because his behavior, and this is credit to his parents, is very, very rare we have seen somebody from South America, I won't even use Brazil, behave the way he behaves. He's always happy. He's the kind of kid, if he comes to training and he's not smiling and he's not happy. There's a video I watched before we came online where he was feeling so cold at the Emirates. He was so
yeah,
cold. And then he was shivering, holding his hand. Richarlison was also feeling cold, but Richarlison is way more used to it. Then
yeah,
Richarlison came up to him and told him to stop putting his hands this way. You have to chest the cold. He was so comfortable with that, but I knew you could see the respect he showed to
yeah,
Richarlison, and I love
yeah.
that with him.
And I think with him, it's always like we play, especially young players when they just come on, they need. I think with him, he's already had moments already, like so early on in his career. He's had amazing moments in the Brazilian league. He had the moment against Chelsea in the Club World Cup, then his Chelsea debuts and the winning goal against Liverpool, his first league goal. And it's just, I think, he's just collecting, he's just ticking the boxes as it's going on, as it's going, because I want him to play. I want him to play as all the time. But again, you just have to be very careful, because you talked about guys like Rooney and Fabregas. Like these days, this young wonder kids, they're not making it to even 30. They're not making it to. They get to 20. Some of them are lucky to get, like Ansu Fati is the prime example. Like
Mm.
Barcelona wonder kid, the heir to Messi's throne. The guy got before the age of 21. He's done. He's cooked. Like he's in them. I know he's in his back fit. He's playing well in the French league, but it's
But
the
it's not the
French league.
same.
It's not.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not the
It's not the
same.
same.
So
And it's not even like
yeah,
he's turning down trees. Okay,
yeah.
that should be all for us. Join us next time. Thanks everybody. Smash that like button, subscribe. Have a good day, everyone.
Have a good day.